Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy MiSFiTtv. We're back again here with another one of those MiSFiTtv interviews. Who? And today, I got a special guest, a very special guest to me, a special guest to y'all, hopefully for the listeners. I call him Big Innuh. You might know him as Innuh. Innuh, what's up, Brody?
What's up with you, man?
Chilla. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
Doing good. Lovely, baby, lovely. Um, for those of y'all who don't know Innuh, man, Innuh was a former member of AbstrakT Gaming. Most of y'all probably already know who he is. If you're listening to this, I'm sure you do. Um, a really skilled gamer, in my opinion. Probably one of the better ones that I've played with on Fortnite. He's a Twitch affiliate, about 144 followers on Twitch and growing. Um, he's also very active on Twitter as well. I will link both of those socials in the description so y'all can follow my boy, give my boy a follow and support, do all that. He streams pretty often, I guess you would say, when you're competing and shit, huh?
Yeah, I've been out of the swing of it for a while, but about to get back into it for sure. New year, everything.
Yes, sir. So, for any of those people that really don't know or ain't really got to talk to you too often, or don't know who Innuh is, man, it kind of break it down to the people. You know what I'm saying? Who is Innuh? You know what I'm saying? Where you come from? Where you grew up? You know what I'm saying? Different shit like that. You know what I'm saying? How was your household? Did you have both your parents in your household?
Uh, I didn't. I did have my mom and my dad up until like middle school started, and my dad wasn't. Then it was just me living with my mom. I ain't talked to my dad too much. Um, got siblings. A brother, two sisters that I live with, but also another brother and sister that didn't live with us. They're much older,
Yeah.
so nothing too crazy. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, my upbringing was cool. I'm not nothing too special, I guess.
Just that regular upbringing, pretty much the common society. Grew up like how I grew up, single parent home. You know what I'm saying? Just doing what you got to do. Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
What kind of student was you in school, bro? Was you a good student?
For the most part, it was like everything would come really easy to me, and that shit would make me really bored. So I wasn't very interested in it. So like my grades were never
So
terrible,
you
but
were
they were
mad
never
smart, but you
good.
just was bored. Like school wasn't for you. Like you just bored with the curriculum. Period.
Yeah, I mean, certain stuff will grab my interest. Like I took physics my senior year. That was something that was fun for me. Math classes were fun sometimes, but like government stuff, like history stuff, like that just doesn't like grab my interest.
Yeah, man, I feel the same way, bro. I wasn't necessarily a bad student, but I damn sure didn't pay attention. That's for
Yeah,
damn
I
sure.
feel like
Uh,
definitely could have did way better than I
uh,
did, but it is what it is.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shit. Well, let's get a little bit more into like the gaming stuff. What most people might be here for. When you start playing video games? Like when you can remember you started playing. What system did you start on?
First system was Nintendo 64.
The 6-4.
Yeah,
I can probably say to this day that's probably hands down my favorite, or at least most memorable moments was on my 6-4. You know what I'm
like
saying?
like that controller was so ugly too, but that joint was so fun.
Yo, low
That
key, I
joint was
think that
so
controller
fun.
was ahead of its time, bro.
The one analog stick in the middle.
Yes, man.
That's
Yo,
just
it felt
crazy.
like you had to have three hands to really use that.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. So it was the 6-4. What was your game of choice on the 64? What would you really vibe with on there?
I had a lot of games, but the game that we played the most, me and my brother, was Super Smash Bros. Is I don't know what it was, but it was like going through the story mode and then like fighting the hand at the end. That shit just used to be a great time for us. And it
Yeah.
was somewhat challenging, so yeah, we'll hold us for hours.
Yeah, and I wasn't too familiar with Super Smash Bros. Was that a competitive game? Like it, what?
Nah, that's just like they have like different characters from different TV shows, cartoons and stuff, and you pick a
I know
character and
I
you can
heard
fight
of
out
it. I
different
just
games.
didn't know the concept of the game. I think
Oh no,
I was
I
hard
mean
on that Mario Kart shit and that 007.
they might have had it competitively, but I just played it like with my brother and stuff.
That's
I
what's
didn't
up.
get into competitive anything until competitive gaming until like Modern Warfare 3. I started dabbling Black Ops 2.
That was my next question. You already wrote into it, so perfect segue. When did you start taking gaming seriously? Like, what was it? Where was it? You say the Call of Duty Modern Warfare era type thing.
It was like serious. I guess you could say it was like Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. Like I just realized, like, okay, I'm pretty good at this joint. You feel me? And then Black Ops 2, like it was a hurricane that summer where I lived at, and my power was up, and I destroyed my kitchen. So we was just in that joint all day, nothing really, and I'm just on the game. After we got our Wi-Fi back, and it was Black Ops 2 League play, and then yeah.
You was going hard on that league play. Did you ever like was CMG and all that shit around back then? I don't even remember. I think it was because they was competing in BO1.
Yeah, it was. I
I don't
think
know if it was called CMG. I can't remember though.
I just did game battles back then, but I think CMG was a
GBs.
thing as well. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, BO1 was my was my introduction to that whole thing, man. I loved the Black Ops era of the whole thing. Um,
that was super fun.
so okay, you got serious around that time, and I can remember the time when I met you, but I'll kind of let you kind of go into that when you joined AbstrakT Gaming, which everybody knows about. You know what I'm saying? It was a little team that we had together around the time Fortnite was really starting to bubble. I guess around season 3, season 4, everybody wanted to be a part of a team, and the shit was just like mayhem. You know what I mean? It was crazy how organic it grew. But
Yeah.
how did you find out about AbstrakT Gaming, and what led you that over in that direction?
All right, so it was actually Shizzy, cause I know him IRL. So like I was playing with like my actual friends, and like we're having a good time and stuff, but they play like 2K or like just do other stuff that's not Fortnite basically. And like as I like played more and more, I was basically playing alone. So it was either like find people to play with or yeah, just be on the stream alone. So I seen Shizzy playing with this new team, and I'm like, yo, like, what's up? What do I gotta do to get on that team? Like, are they good? This, that, and the other. And it was like, well, it's a new team. I just got on, you can go let's try out and see what you do. And then that's what I did. And then yeah, fast forward through all that.
Who
And
did
it's
your
just bad
tryout,
stuff.
bro? Do you remember?
I'm fairly certain you actually did my tryout. It was yeah.
We were
I think
doing
I
like
think it was you.
it was a time when we had opened up the Discord. We just like I think we like put a link into one of those one of those Fortnite Discords at the time that was popping, and all of a sudden it was like hundreds of motherfuckers joined. Literally, I think it was about 300 motherfuckers in there at one time. And the
Yeah.
way that we did it back then was we just gave everybody like a quick little tryout. You know what I'm saying? To just see their vibe and see
Yeah.
how they played, and then gave the thumbs up, thumbs down. Most of the times it was the thumbs up, and then it was like a probation period that came along with
Mhm.
it. But I got a
Mhm.
story about that. It's funny, including Shizzy, and because Shizzy would kind of like with his job at the time was kind of just like monitoring and keeping up with the guys that he brought in, and the players, and then seeing how active they was, because the activity thing was a big thing to ultimately become an actual member. And your
Mhm.
activity was mad low back then. Like I forgot who you even were. I'm not even trying to front or be mean or no shit like that. I was like, who was Innuh? Like I didn't know who he was, cause I didn't know. I forgot I did this tryout. I had so many tryouts, and then he wasn't that active in Discord. And Shizzy was like, yo, like, so what's up? Is he? I'm like, look, bro, I've checked his activity levels mad low, bro, but I mean, that's your boy, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you make the call on that. That's on you, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Shizzy went ahead and gave it the go ahead, and a good thing that he did, because you kind of blossomed once you came into AbstrakT Gaming, man. You kind of really just made yourself a factor as soon as you was officially in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, when I got there, it was like I was like it was nervous after the tryout, whatever. But then like I remember my tryout in like the last game, we was in Shifty, and I might have been like it was two people alive, or like I might have been the last one alive, and I hit like 5 headshots in a row, like ringing off on like 3 people, and I was like, yeah, like there's no way I didn't make this team, bro. Like I'm nice at this joint. And then when we got in and we started running like the practices and stuff,
Mhm.
And like I was always like hanging up at the top. I was like, yeah, like I'm not even worried. And then it was always fun.
Yeah,
But
that's when cause
yeah, it
bro,
was
look, I
always
don't
fun.
think I knew from like it didn't stand out enough to me in the tryout. I think maybe because it was just so busy and hectic at the time. But when we started doing practices and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this nigga in is the truth, like for real. Like this boy's
Yeah.
good at this game, you know what I mean? And we used to get mad content together, bro. Like we was going crazy for a while.
Bro, I still have one of my best clips, probably my favorites, when I was still in console in the Mega Mall. Bro, but it was a combat clip. I didn't miss the whole clip of the combat, and I like squad wiped the whole team. That was just abstract days, but that's just what I chalk it up to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, shouts out to Shizzy, man, for bringing you in and bringing you on the scene, man, and you kind of coming into the group of everything, man, because it was definitely a pleasure. I think I learned a lot from you. I believe a lot of other guys learned a lot from you, just gameplay wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, so another question is how were the vibes like? You know what I'm saying? Like, right? I guess once you got comfortable in there in abstract gaming, like, what were the vibes like in abstract when you joined? You know what I'm saying? Like, how was it?
Uh, I mean, for me, that was like my first team, so it was like that's why like my activity was low, and it was this shit was just like super weird to me, but like it was cool. Everybody like that was on the comp side at least that we would like really talk to in like that comp chat. Everybody was pretty cool. People would like go in and out of each other's Twitch chats, like playing with each other outside of just like practices and stuff. So it was definitely a time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't like. I hate to reminisce on it so much. And eventually, we'll get to the point where we're not doing that no more. But obviously, I got to talk about things that are relative to the listeners. But, uh, yeah, man, we had that shit. I feel like that shit ran like a machine to the point where it was like, not only was we fucking with each other, it was like, oh, these are my dudes. I get up every single day and I'm playing with these guys every day. I'm talking to these dudes every day. We out here getting content, fucking around every day, practicing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all in each other's Twitch chats. We're all on each other's Twitters. Like, it was just a machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So there was a point in time where it was a force to be reckoned with. I think if we just knew what we was really doing at the time, it probably could have sprouted a little bit more. But like you say, we chalk it up to it is what it is. That's the game of game.
yeah.
But now this a juicy question right here for you, and I want you to be honest. All right.
All right,
So
all right.
um, what is it that you personally feel like led to the falling of abstract gaming? Your personal
Mm,
opinion, and be honest, be truthful.
let me try to go back to this. Uh, the first thing was probably like when practices stopped. That was probably the beginning of the end right there.
Yeah.
But
And that was due to the fact that people just weren't showing up to practice no more,
yeah,
right?
it was
Yeah.
like I mean it might have been something before that to like cause the vibe to shift, but it was like a vibe change at some point in there. And it was like went from talking to each other like every day to like the chat dying, and everybody was like when the chat was jumping, it would be like people beefing, and it was just I don't know. Maybe egos and probably practice.
I
Those
think
two
it was a
things.
factor of many things, you know what I mean? I think it was many things. It's hard to pinpoint just one thing, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
mean, that's when you got so many leaders at the top, everybody trying to implement how they feel is the best way. And then you start having disagreements, and that trickles down into the community, and then the community is now, what I'm saying, caught up in the toxicity, and it spirals out of control from there. Really, at the end of the day, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But
But yeah.
it was good while it lasted, right? I mean, shit, we,
Yeah.
we, we did our thing while we did our thing.
That shit was super fun.
Mhm. So um, what did you? I got a question for you. Okay.
Hmm.
Now I can remember the departure of you leaving abstract gaming. I remember that because that was I wasn't active at the time. I had a lot of shit going on outside in my
Right.
personal life, but like I was, I'd pop in the chat every now and again and see what was going on, and I happened to see the conversation going on when y'all left or when you and Dottie left,
Yeah.
and I was under the impression y'all were leaving to start a team together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I wrong? Okay. So what happened with that after y'all left? After you left Project Ace? I mean, after you left AbstrakT Gaming. I'm sorry.
We weren't on a like we weren't leaving together, but it was like behind the scenes. Like I would talk to y'all like in DMs and stuff, and it was I would talk to him, and it was just like the writing on the wall. Like you said, it was just like everything was crumbling. So it
Mhm.
was like this isn't what it once was. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm barely playing with people outside of like the main group of people I'm playing with. I was playing with like you, Dottie. I would play with Ryder, like the upper guys, and some of the comp dudes. Like outside of that, the people who wouldn't show up, just like that list grew longer and longer, and it was just only a matter of time. So I was like, there's just no point to stay. Like I still make my mess with y'all, so I'm gonna keep messing with y'all. But there's my time here was done, and that was that. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't even looking to join anything else at that time. It was just, yeah,
It was just kind of the move at the time, for
it was
sure.
just like there wasn't as like the value. I mean, it was like that shit was like to get on and like have from like probably like 4 o'clock to like 11 or 12 o'clock like every day, people online of a multitude of people that you could play with. You know what I'm saying? And then you got like a couple people. It's like, okay. I'm gonna still play with these couple people. Like this team isn't even a team anymore.
Yeah, for
You know.
sure.